Alright, Chris Eubank Jr. stops Kareem Szeremeta in round 7. He dropped him twice in the 7th round, both with body shots. He had him down in the 1st round, and then also he had him down with a right hand in the 6th round. Yeah, workmanlike performance by Chris Eubank Jr. At the end of the day, right, Chris Eubank Jr.'s been out of the ring for a little over a year. New training team, but that really shouldn't make a blind bit of difference because he's changed trainers throughout the course of his career, time after time after time. I mean, he's had so many. It's between Roy Jones to Adam Booth to now he's got Jonathan Banks. What was the guy's name at the start of his career? I can't think of his name, but he's had he's had a lot of trainers, put it like that, throughout the course of his career, so it shouldn't really be that new to him. In there against Szeremeta, who is a fringe world level / European level type fighter. Todd Grisham on the commentary was saying that he was contemplating retirement before this fight came up, so that kind of tells you where he was at in his career. Szeremeta is not a terrible fighter by no stretch, but he's not the most durable. He's not got the greatest defense, no punching power to speak of. I mean, I think that's the real key thing. He's not got the punching power to keep these guys on it at middleweight anyway. And Chris Eubank Jr. was able to light this guy up. There was a few rounds there that you could say were at the very least competitive, but I don't think you could really give him a share of any round in there. I think it was all Eubank Jr. out of the ring for over the year, but he didn't look too rusty there, which is in stark contrast to what we've seen from him in the past. I remember when he came back against Marcus Morrison from well over a year out of the ring, he did look a bit rusty. I think that didn't help that he was caught between styles. He had just been working with Roy Jones. He wasn't letting the uppercut go the way he used to, and it was just different. He didn't really seem to know kind of what to do. Should he step on the gas? Should he not? In this one, he seemed pretty good to go. And like I said, he dropped Szeremeta in the 1st round, dropped him a right hand in the 6th round. Szeremeta never seemed like badly hurt. I mean, the right hand that dropped him in the round number 6, when they go down and they tend to almost do, and we're just going to do a cartwheel almost when they go down, they don't tend to be badly hurt. It tends to be more just the kind of sudden shot that just caught them by surprise and, you know, kind of things like that. And that seemed to be how it was in round number 6. Eubank Jr. was landing the uppercut at, pretty much, I don't want to say at will, but he was landing it quite regularly in this fight. And he was just doing what he wanted to do. It looked pretty smooth sailing for Chris Eubank Jr. in there against Szeremeta, who, again, never the greatest fighter at middleweight, 1 foot out the door, so how really good can we gauge this fight? He did look okay in spot there, Chris Eubank Jr., he definitely did, but I mean, how really good can you gauge it? In terms of what he does from here, look, it's a win. At the end of the day, it's against as I said, a fringe world level opponent. Liam Smith was there doing the punditry. The DAZN commentary was saying there's the trilogy fight there, Conor Benn. They obviously had a face-off of such where Conor Benn shoved Chris Eubank Jr. and he's been doing interviews, not exactly helping himself, Conor Benn, still painting this whole victim mentality. I mean, I don't know how you can do that when considering you failed 2 drug tests, and, you know, I'm not even going to go into that, but that's the situation with Conor Benn. Personally, for me, the time to do Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. was this time 2 years ago. In fact, actually, it was October 7, 22 was roughly when that fight was meant to take place. That was the time to do it. That was the time to do it. Now, at this point, I mean, it might appeal to some of the casual audience. I say it might. For me, at the time 2 years ago, yeah, not gonna lie, it did kind of appeal to me. I'll even say it kind of appealed to me. I was thinking, that could be interesting. Now, after everything that's come out, Chris Eubank Jr. losing to Liam Smith, avenging that win, and then just going stagnant. Conor Benn just going completely stagnant, having those 2 fights, those 2 nothing fights in America, where he didn't look particularly good in either of them, to be honest with you. It's made me look at this fight and just be like, nah, not too keen, not too interested. For me, Chris Eubank Jr. is now in his mid-30s. That athleticism has got to be draining. Has to be. Now, he did look fast at times in this fight, to be fair. But again, Szeremeta, where is he, especially at this point in his career? He's talking about retirement. So how good, really, how much left in the tank does he have? How much will for battle? How much hunger does he have there? He definitely didn't quit in this fight, but he didn't seem to really want to grab the bull by the horn at the same time. So how much does Eubank Jr. have, realistically? Yeah, I'd like to see him try and make a challenge for a world title. I mean, at the end of the day, you think that's what he wants to go down. That's the road he wants to go down. Surely there's a chance with Ndames. Janibek, I wouldn't be picking him over. But maybe Lara. I mean, I know Lara is a boxer through and through. He's a mover, he's negative, and that style against Chris Eubank Jr. can be effective for the boxer. But Lara's what, 40, 41? Thereabouts. He's definitely in his 40s. So maybe there's something to challenge for there. In terms of Conor Benn, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I would watch it. Yeah, I'd watch it. But, like, originally 2 years ago at the time, I was kind of like, yeah, you know, might be a bit of fun, might be a good fight. Yeah, like, I'm interested. And they were really selling it, you know, the whole, their two dads kind of, you know, the rivalry there. This is Benn, Eubank 3, all this, that, and the other. Now, with the way it's gone, and at the end of the day, we're speaking about it as though it's a surefire thing to happen next. We don't know what the situation is with Conor Benn. You know, Conor Benn is still, you know, trying to play the victim. I mean, imagine that. Could you imagine someone got done for driving under the influence and it was provable that they were under the influence? Oh, you took 2 breathalyzers, you failed for it. Okay, there you go. And then you come out and say, oh, I'm the victim. How? Like, explain that to me. How? Oh, well, I have the innocent. I have the evidence to prove that I'm innocent. Okay, can I see it? No. Yeah, well done, Conor Benn. You're really helping your cause there. Really well done, helping your cause. So that's the situation there. Chris Eubank Jr., yeah, workmanlike performance. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Were you impressed? Were you not impressed? What do you want to see from him next? Conor Benn next? World title next? Liam Smith? Potentially the zone, we're hinting at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll leave it there, people. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you could. Subscribe, of course. As always, if you haven't already. Peace.